Hey everyone, this is Abhishek Pradhan and I welcome you all for today's class. In today's video, we are going to learn about software development lifecycle. Well, talking about the word software, we all know what a software really is. It is a set of instructions which runs a program. But do you actually know how this complicated software are developed? Well, talking about software, there are generally two categories. Being generic and customized. Generic is given to a multiple user background, whereas customized is for a single user. But with any type of software, there are 5 stages in general, which is common for all the software development. So in this video, we are going to talk about all these 5 stages in detail. Starting off, for our first stage, we have requirement analysis. Second stage, we have feasibility study. Third stage being design. Fourth stage is further divided into 2 substages, being coding and testing. And then for the fifth step, we have maintenance. So now let's dig deeper to all the stages individually. Starting off, we have our first stage, that is requirement analysis. In requirement analysis, we understand the requirement of our user. Now let's understand that with an example. Suppose a client has approached a company and given him a task to develop a particular software. Now the company assigns a team and that team goes and approaches the client and tries to understand what he actually wants from that particular software. How should the web page look? What are the applications does he want from that software? Which web page or which website is it going to be hosted? Which platform is it going to be supported? Which particular crowd is it going to focus? All this basic idea that the user or the client actually wants are being analyzed and observed by the team in this session of requirement analysis. Now that the team has understood what the client actually wants, they move on to the second phase of the development, which is called as a feasibility study. In feasibility study, they analyze and study the data that they have collected. And apart from that, take important decisions. For example, what will be the budget plan for the entire development process? What will be the time duration? How many employees are they going to engage? Will it be profitable for the company? Or what are the resources do they have? Apart from these, these aspects, they also discuss which phase of model are they going to use. For example, we have so many models like spiral model, incremental model, waterfall model. Which particular model will be best suited for these particular projects or software design? All this information are being analyzed and studied in this session of feasibility study. Now, after carefully analyzing all the different aspects in feasibility study, now it's time to move on to the third stage, which is the design phase. In design phase, they document the ideas that they have or basically create a map that's going to guide them during the development process. And it is also very important. This is because it provides them a procedure of how to go on. If you encounter any problem during any stage, you can always go back and check rather than going and starting from the square one or getting confused. So it provides a step-by-step procedure or a basic structure of how you need to go on or move ahead in the development process. Now, once the team has documented all their ideas into a procedural format, they move on to stage 4. Stage 4 is further divided into 2 more subgroups. First being the coding stage and next being the testing stage. In coding stage, they document their entire ideas in the form of codes. They can use any programming language which they are comfortable with or might stick on to a particular language which will be more adaptable to that particular software. Various programming languages like C++, Java, C, and a lot more programming languages are being employed to code the data. Now that they have finished their coding phase, it's time to move on to the testing phase. In testing phase, they usually correct or debug their programming code if they encounter any errors. This phase is really important. This is because before you send your finished product into the market, you need to analyze all the possible problems that can encounter through your software in order to keep the users happy. So the testing stage involves debugging or correcting your errors that you encounter during your program execution code. Now you might think that, okay, after passing through the testing stage, you have your software ready and you can just sell it to the market. But wait, this is not happening. This is because the software that you have is just a prototype. It's not a final version of it. Why do I say so? This is because it's not always possible to get a perfectly designed software in the first try itself. There's always room for correction, and you won't know it until the people use it and they provide give you the understanding of their problems, that what they are facing in that software. So this is what happens in stage 5. Stage 5, the maintenance stage. They sell the software to the market and ask the users to provide their with their feedback, and it is with this feedback and rating that they try to understand the problem that the users are facing and try to correct them. Now, apart from correcting, in this stage of maintenance, they also keep on updating their code with the changing technology. They try making their software more user friendly, more versatile, more adaptable to different platforms, so that the users are happy and they're still using their software even though there is a lot of competition in the market. So these were the 5 basic steps behind any software development. But when it comes to a complicated software, for example, creating an operating system, these 5 general stages are not sufficient enough. There needs to be additional stages included so that even the minute data are being addressed to. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about one such complicated software. We are going to have a case study on how to create a virtual learning environment software. So that's all for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you.